Before you throw out that outdated, ugly piece of furniture, let's learn a new technique that we can use to make it look new using just a few hours and a few dollars. We're going to use this product right here called Mod Podge. This is a glue, sealer, and finisher all in one. You can get this at Walmart for less than $5. This is called, the technique that we're going to use is called decoupage, and it is from the French word découper, and it just means to cut out. So what we're going to do, I've already cut out this map of Michigan that we are going to affix to this piece of furniture to make it look like new. We also have some examples here of other ways that you can use decoupage to create new items. We've got this magazine cutout you can glue to a plate. We've got family photos you can glue to the front of a journal. You can take a jar and make it look new using the same technique. So I love to repurpose furniture and to use it in new ways. I have used reupholstery, I have painted furniture, I have used stain. Today we're going to use this technique called decoupage. We can also call it Mod Podging. People use this product, it's called Mod Podge, but they also use that like a verb, so we're going to call it Mod Podging today. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm going to show you the supplies you need. I'm going to show you how to prepare everything and the steps that we need to get that done. All right, so let's get started. First of all, we need our piece of furniture. And this is an old piece of furniture that I've had. I got from a friend for a very low price. If you don't have something that you can use at home already, you can go to Goodwill, you can go to Salvation Army, you can go to a thrift store, and you can find something that maybe you would like to use that's a low cost. We need our Mod Podge. We need some foam paintbrushes. These are from Walmart. They're about $2 for the pack of 4, and they're disposable, so you can throw them away. We need a paper plate to hold our Mod Podge. I used an old map, just one that I had laying around, so that we can, we just cut that out so we can use that, but again, you can use any paper item that you'd like to use. We're gonna need an old sheet to cover your surface because Mod Podge can get a little sticky. And let's see, that's it. That's all of the supplies that we need. The first thing we wanna do, now that you know the supply list, you know that it's a fairly low cost, and you see everything that we have here to get ready. First thing we're gonna do is prep our furniture. And I just used a mild detergent and a rag and diluted, of course, and cleaned my furniture really well. Made sure there was no dust, no hairs or fuzz or anything, and made sure it was nice and clean. Make sure it's dry. And then you want to use Mod Podge indoors, because if you use it outside, it is a sticky substance. If you get a bug or a leaf or piece of grass or something on the surface of your product, it will stick on there, and that's not something that you want to do. So we have a sheet, we've got our map cut out. The other thing you want to do is go ahead and trace your map or whatever you're using and give it a little outline so that you know where to put it once you get the glue on the surface, because it is kind of tricky to reposition if you get it wet with the glue. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to pour this Mod Podge onto the plate. You don't have to use the whole bottle, you could just use a little bit. And now we've got everything set up. So we have our supplies, our furniture, and our work area ready, so let's begin the transformation. Okay, so take your paintbrush, go ahead and load it up with Mod Podge. You don't want to get too much because it'll be drippy, but you don't want it really dry either, or you'll get streaks on the surface of your furniture. And what we're going to do here, now that I've got it lined up, I'm going to start with half of the furniture at a time, because it is sticky. You have a lot to work with. If you were doing a smaller item, you could cover the whole thing. But we're going to start at the center, we're going to work our way out towards the outside, and we're going to coat that really well with the Mod Podge. Go back and get some more if you need it. Okay, and once you get that on there, you want to go ahead and start at the center, and you want to smooth it out towards the edge. You want to be real careful that you start at the middle and work out to the edge, because otherwise you may get air bubbles, the corners may lift off, and it might be hard for you to get that back into its right shape. Okay, so then once you get that done, you want to go ahead and take your Mod Podge again and go over the top of your piece of paper, or your map, or whatever you're using. And you want to cover it thoroughly. And once you get that covered thoroughly, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to let that dry. And then you may want to go ahead and do, like as for instance, this table is going to be next to a chair. I'll probably put drinks on it so we worry about condensation. So I'm gonna put 2 or 3 coats on here just to make sure that it's fully coated. Okay, so we've got a systematic order that we used. We have fully covered the table underneath the mat. We did our coat on top of it. We're gonna let it dry. We'll add a couple final coats, and then let's go ahead and review the technique. We used some old furniture, a few supplies, and a little bit of time. And I did this one ahead of time so you could see the word home here. And this one's all done and dry, so we can go ahead and use it for whatever we want to do. But we did something to make this table look fresh and new and uniquely our own. So before you throw away your furniture and before you get rid of it or donate it, stop and think about what you can do to make it a one-of-a-kind, unique piece that's ready for your home. Okay, thank you very much.